Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL Don't Panic. Keeping the voice low this morning. The missus is asleep in the room next door, so I don't want my voice rattling through the walls and disturbing her. Just coming off of the back of the Sunderland Burnley match. I give up. I'm seriously just thinking of giving up. Got this fella sitting over my wrong shoulder, that shoulder at the moment. The death mask, the death rattle. I'm seriously thinking of giving it a shake. Is it punty time? I don't know. I'm just getting a little fed up with this season. Fed up's not the right word. I always enjoy the game and that strategy of it and everything, but we're moving into a point now where I'm actually getting a little bored of the bad luck and there's 50-50 decisions that just go pear-shaped or wrong or punts. I mean, on average 50% of your punts should work out. I say I'm on about 5% at the moment when I look across the season. The one that's actually irking me the most, as I've worked out, even just that stupid little decision is something like a 20-point plus swing. I'm talking about Mukiele Alderete. 4 or 5 game weeks back when I wildcarded. I was trying to work out my money. That's why they're doing this. But yeah, Alderete Mukiele means if I do that, then I can do that. The knock-on effect is horrendous when I think back on it. And I went that path. I could bring in Palmer. That's another story for another day. But just boiling it down to just that one thing, the 0.2 or 0.3 that I was saving on 2 players, Alderete, Mukiele, both of them on pretty much the exact same points, the same averages. The 5 game weeks that just gone, which is what I sort of base some of my decisions on, and the fixtures going forward, they were just bang on even. I thought, right, 0.3 save there, very handy. Well, gives me the money just to scrape in Palmer for my Palmer punt, which is also not worked out as we know. It could still work out, obviously, but not feeling too hopeful on that one, to be honest with you. But it is that Alderete Mukiele one is pissing me off. I've worked out something like a 20-point swing there. Since I made that move, Alderete 6 today. That's good. That's okay. But to Alderete, without looking back on it, is like 4, 5, 7. What is he going to have today? Got his assist and his clean sheet. Might be in the bonus as well. 9 or 10 points. And yeah, so easily across the 5 there. I'd say nearly a 16 to 20 point swing just on that one little thing. And I've got loads more I could talk about. So where that's leaving me, I'll go through the numbers shortly. But yeah, it's left me at the beginning of this match. I felt one return should do it to get me a greyish to greenish arrow. And yeah, I'm on a greyish to reddish arrow. Minus 4k. Because the other thing with that whole bloody thing, of course, is it's just my fucking luck. It's my bloody luck. The Brobby assist early in the game, I was suddenly actually sitting on about a 30 or 40k green from that. I thought, here we go, lots of the game left. We should hopefully get the Alderete clean sheet. Brobby looks up for the match, and he was good. He was so unlucky. You know, he obviously got his assist ruled out. And then he had a really good save from Dubravka for one of his efforts. He was bossing out. He was doing what I expected him to do against that Burnley defence, really bullying them. And he just didn't get the rub of the green. And there was one that was put across for him where he did have a fresh air strike, or as we used to call it, when someone did that in my football teams back in the day, a whiskey, because you had to buy the whole team of whiskey if you did one of those. But he had a good game, but no luck for me. Played a great game. Where does that leave me? I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to do an FPL Ryan rant or an FPL Nightmare rant. Rage quit. I think he'll be back though, like FPL Trigger did the other day. I'm not that kind of person. I play this game for fun. I don't take it that seriously, but I am getting mildly pissed off. I think if anything, I'm likely to move into, and I've really got to. Don't do anything crazy, Des. Don't do anything crazy. but really just thinking, yeah, fuck it, I'm not really enjoying this at the moment, and just, you know what, just fuck it and just take some wild swings. I don't like my team at the moment. Just take a -12 and just say fuck it, let put it in the lap of the gods. Am I gonna do that? Maybe. It would be stupid. I know. It's not one for the purists, is it? But I have seen people taking the -8s and the -12s and suddenly cracking their 80 or 90 or 100. And fuck me, I really need one or two of those at the moment. I really do. Let's have a look at it. I'm having a little self-sympathy moment here. Yeah, but I tell you what, this fella's coming close. He's coming close to the death rattle where I am going to start taking just some wild swings and say fuck it. Just trapped in the corner and see what I can do. Anyway, you sit there. You're not quite rattled yet. You might be later on this week. Let's have a quick look at it, guys. I'll keep this one fairly brief so I don't disturb the missus too much. Let's just get that there. Let's bring that to the front so we're not blocked. Yeah, there it is in all its glory. There was a rumour, but I don't think it's true. I think so. Was it? Do you know? I was listening to him this morning, and he said Tarkowski's getting bumped up. Now that would actually probably put me on a tiny green. I haven't seen anything about that anywhere that Tarkowski's getting bumped up on his DEF CON. I'll believe it when I see it. That would be a little bit of luck that I could do with. But if we look across the just this shit luck. Verbruggen lost his clean sheet, of course, and maybe some bonus right at the death. Alderete, as I said, yeah, clean sheet. I was praying for a Burnley goal in those last couple of minutes, but that attack was woeful. Honestly, I swear to God, my 5th Division Sunday League team from 30-40 years ago would have had a better chance of broaching that Sunderland defence. Matthias Nunes, nothing. I didn't think I necessarily expected too much. Gabriel, yeah, grand. But yeah, double Arsenal defence. If Gabriel's only going to keep a clean sheet, it's not going to really have too much impact. Palmer, nothing. Rice, as I've said, Rice being one of the most consistent players in FPL this season, and even on the back end of last season, and point every week, DEFCON every week, assists, etc., occasional goal. The second I bring him in, I actually said it at the time, a few of you might remember this, I bet now that I brought him in, he'll do nothing, and he has done exactly nothing. Enzo, yeah, one good choice I've made. I don't think he's been pulling up any trees in terms of his performances, but since I brought him, yeah, and it was the only time this season a hit has worked for me, in that he has returned a goal in the last two. Saka, obviously lost Saka. So Tarkowski's come in with the 2 points. If it gets bumped up, small mercies if it does get bumped up to 4 points, that would be fantastic. I'm not sure the rumour's true. It would be good, but he's only on 8 at the moment, so they're going to bump him up by 2. Doubt it. Bruno with a 20-pointer. Interestingly, I do my predictions without the captaincy return on top. I did predict 50 points, which is exactly where I think I've ended up if you take out the 10 points for his captaincy return. So in that respect, yeah, the spreadsheet I suppose was accurate, sadly accurate. Brobby, yeah, it could have so easily been 2 goals and an assist, but it wasn't. And a Haaland assist, which will have actually hurt me a little bit, but certainly glad I made the captaincy decision with Bruno. So that's it. I'm not going to go into this. It's just it's too fucking depressing. It's really, what the hell do I do? What do I do next? And I think semi-jokingly about taking a -8 from -12. Is the gamble just to sit on this team and roll? Is that a punt in itself? It only takes this team to go off, and I'd be flying. It would only take this team to go off, and with differentials like Palmer, like Saka's probably going to be if he plays. Captaincy on Bruno. I think we'll see for the first time a higher captaincy on Bruno than on Haaland this week. Now, one of the punts, I am serious about this one though. I really am serious about it. If we do find out Saka's okay, I'm really seriously thinking about just transferring Haaland out, and that would be the big punt. Don't take me to the bank on that, but I'm just really thinking, fuck it, I just have to do something mega different. And suppose I did take Haaland out and brought in Ekitike. Yeah, Ekitike probably. That would give me a load of money then to, do other things within the team. Big bench strengthening for a bench boost. There's a few things that I could do over the coming game weeks. I don't. Am I brave enough to do it? Do I even care at this stage? The answer is I don't know. Sensible one, I think, depending on what happens with Saka, will be to move him out, as I spoke about in the previous video. Take Saka out, turn him into Verts maybe, which I do actually quite like that move, and then in 26 turn Verbruggen or John. I've realised I don't quite have enough to turn John into Raya at this stage, but I could turn Verbruggen into Raya, and then we can address the rest of the bench, John and Barnes, at a later date. Potentially, if I do move Palmer out, then I can actually do a major strengthening on Barnes, maybe to a Bowen, and John, maybe to Keller, because there's a big nice fixture swing, isn't there, for Brentford fairly soon. Yeah, you look at from 27. Do I take a few hits? You know what? I don't have the answers to these questions, and if I knew, I would tell you. Do nothing. Let's wait for these Carabao Cup matches to get out of the way. See how that double is shaping up. I do think it's hard to see beyond it being a City Arsenal final, and then obviously we need to look to 31. How many players we're going to have blanking there, because that's going to obviously influence moves then. A little bit of a jigsaw. I don't think any of us should be thinking of playing chips around 31. I think we should be able to all manage through that fairly easily, because it's going to be clearly the doubles and blanks in 33, 34, where I think chip season's going to kick in big time. And I suppose that is the other thing. I don't really feel like I'm panicking. I'm just feeling a bit bored, to be honest with you, this fucking team. It doesn't feel like I'm panicking. It's just like, oh, fuck, I want a bit of fun. But sometimes you have to play through that feeling. Just stay steady. It's not a... Is it a disaster? I don't know. Sitting down that 809,000 rank again. Should be a lot higher, but I'm not. Is it clawable back? I wanted to be in the top 500k, as I've recovered from 1.2 million a little while back by game week 25. Hard to see that happening with the current situation. In fact, I could see myself taking a tumble next week. There's a few tricky fixtures in there. Don't know, guys. I'm going to wait for these cup matches to get out of the way. We'll see what way the land is lying then. And do I just give this thing a rattle? And we just start taking some wild swings? Or do I just say, yeah, okay, let other people panic? Because they do, as these games tick by, and other people are in similar situations to me. And let the other people take the hits. Let the other people do the rash punts, and just try and just fix one or two of the things that do need fixing, and try and stay steady. But the simple fact is, this team ain't doing it. This team isn't doing it. Who have we got? Who have we got that's really, really, really needs to go? Saka, now down to 2.5 average, massive minutes risk. Palmer, 3.2 average, not been himself, and some minutes and rotation risks, one would feel. Rice, the only thing that's holding him up there at the moment is that 17 pointer in game week 20, and since then it's been 3-3-2-2. And Haaland, 3.2. It's so tempting just to move the buggers out. Move Haaland out. Move Saka out. Look at the money that's going to give me. Haaland, Saka. Maybe even just doing that for this next game. We just take the one hit. And I've got the money. Can do what I want. Whoever I do want to bring in for the double 26. Maybe even take a hit there. Don't know. Waffle, guys. I'm going to go and make myself a nice cup of coffee, have a little cigarette, think about my life and the mistakes of the past, and seeing if I can all repeat them all again perfectly in the next few game weeks. Take care, have fun, play your own game, don't panic. Some of you have done very, very, very well this week. I know it. I've seen some of the scores. Really well done. We'll have a chat about that in a day or so. See you soon. Bye bye.